Hello, friends. I am Caitlin Smith-Kors. I am a light worker and a Reiki master. I am a tarot intuitive, and I am here to bring your weekly reminders from Spirit. So I've pulled some cards. So I want to see what messages Spirit has for us for this week ahead. Now, on November 4th, we do have a new moon in Scorpio. So you might have some heightened intuition. You might want to work on manifesting, all the beautiful things that come along with Scorpio season. So maybe that's some type of rebirth that's happening in your life, or maybe that is honing in on your intuitive abilities. So let's see what messages we have. Okay. So, being aware of the choices that we are making this week ahead are going to be important for us. We have the Five of Air. Sometimes that's about making an unwise choice. So, definitely considering, um, how we deeply intuitively feel about a situation, looking at the morality of it, if we feel that something is right, or just maybe a decision that we are about to make just doesn't set well with us, making sure that we're trusting in our intuition, because that's going to guide us down the right path. So there might have been a situation too that has recently happened or might happen this week that you might take a little bit more negatively. So you need to think about, what can I learn from this situation? What is this situation trying to teach me? And review everyone's motives. So we might run into somebody that we're kind of questioning. Are they really looking out for my best and highest good? And is it the best decision to keep this person in my life at this point in time? But we also have the Nine of Earth here. So being aware of, am I maybe not making a purchase on something that I might see as self-care or more of a luxury item because I'm afraid of not having enough money flow. Maybe I'm afraid that the money's not going to come back in. But it's all a cycle. It's all a cycle, and it's all about the energy that we put into it too. If we have that mindset of, I don't have it, I'm not going to have it, the money's not going to flow back in as quickly, or something like that, then that's kind of what we're going to attract. So knowing that if we allow ourselves to purchase something, especially if it's something for our benefit, or something for continuing our education, or boosting ourselves up in some way. This card says enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. So if there's something to do, if you're, an entrepreneur and you are thinking about spending a little bit of money on something, don't be afraid to do that. But then also, questioning, is this a wise decision to make at this time? Am I energetically making the choice not to spend this money because it doesn't feel right at this time? Or am I doing it because I'm in that lack mindset? So considering that is important this week. We also have mountains. Stand your ground. So if you come into the situation where maybe you feel like you have to defend yourself in some way, defend your position, again, maybe something just doesn't feel right to you about a situation, stand your ground. Trust your gut. And this is the Lord card. Take charge with authority. And I feel like sometimes Scorpios can embody that energy of taking charge with authority. Sometimes they can have that authoritative that authoritative quality to them at times. So take charge with authority. We also have the Ten of Wands and the Five of Cups. So for some of us, Spirit wants to remind us that we can ask for help. There are certain things that we can relieve ourselves from. Maybe it's a responsibility that we're carrying, but it doesn't have to be our responsibility. And maybe we have guilt about that. Maybe we're feeling sad, or we're grieving about something, so we're holding on to baggage from the past, or it feels like we're holding on to something that is not benefiting us, and it feels like there's a grief kind of aspect to that. So there's a call to release something. Maybe it has to do with a responsibility that maybe is not yours anymore, but you've been holding on to. Maybe it has to do with certain emotions that are no longer serving you, something like that. And what Spirit also wants us to remember, I think that it's really cool that the Sun card came out, because the Sun is in Scorpio and the new moon will be in Scorpio. So the Sun and the moon being in the same sign. So happiness, enjoying life. And we also have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a little bit solitary. This kind of goes along with this Nine of Earth card, where it said spending quiet time alone. This kind of reminds me of that energy. So maybe taking some time this week to just be alone with yourself, finding happiness within. So many times we look to other people to bring us joy and happiness, when we really need to look within, spend some quiet time alone. And sometimes this can be about diving into the logical side of things versus the emotional side of things. So finding a balance there. And the last reminders that Spirit has for us for the week ahead is protection and embracing. So I feel like this embracing is calling out to us to embrace all sides of ourselves, especially with the Scorpio energy. Scorpio energy can sometimes feel a little bit hot and cold, a little bit bipolar. It's about that death and rebirth. So embracing all sides, our shadow self too. Definitely diving into our shadow selves might be a good idea for the week ahead. And then protection. How can we protect ourselves better? Are there certain boundaries that we need to put in place? Do we need to set our energetic bubble of protection before we set out for the day? So think about, in what ways can you protect yourself this week ahead? Thank you so much for joining me. I am offering a November special where I am discounting my Reiki prices. Reiki is a beautiful form of healing, of energetic healing. So if you're interested in setting up a session, you can go to www.crystallizewithkate.com. My prices are $60 for an hour session, $30 for a half hour, and $15 if you just want a quick energy fluff, and that's about 15 minutes of Reiki. So otherwise, I will be seeing you guys later. Bye-bye.